everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Soup Bowl. I'm your host, Renee Murdoch, and I am so happy that you are here. I'm so happy that you're liking. I'm so happy that you're sharing. And I'm happy to be going on this journey with you because we were never meant to do life alone. And I am so happy that we're just still in this conversation about change and transformation. We're still in the conversation about goals. We're still in the conversation about rising up to the level that you're supposed to be at. Because we're all supposed to be growing and learning. Because if we don't, then we just stop. And then everything else stops, right? Community stops, right? Our organizations die out, and we don't want that. And so we want to make sure that we're growing in this process. And to do so, to grow, you must die. I want to talk about dying today. Not about, someone's coming like to shank you. Not that type of dying, right? Not like, gunpoint, shot to the head. Not that type of dying, right? Not type of, I'm about to do a drive-by on you type thing. Not that type of dying. But I am talking about dying to the old mindset and dying to the old habits and dying to the old version of you. And let me tell you, that old version of you is not going to go quietly. In my mind right now, I just thought about that poem that says, okay, I see it, I hear it, but for some reason I just can't. It's like a Shakespeare quote. Maybe someone can help me out. Drop it in chat, okay? But going quietly, it's not going to go quietly. And so what are we going to do with that? There are things that are daily trying to come right for you. Trying to come to put you back in the game of your old self because it's comfortable there and you know what you're doing there. And this thing is called like life. The question is, will you let it bring you back into what you used to do? So you're going to have to die, and dying takes intentional change. You're going to have to die daily. You're not going to be able to die once. And then you're like, yes, boom, I got it, I'm done. No, you're going to have to do this thing daily. Why? So you can move, right, into your future. If you don't, then you're going to stop and you're going to be stagnant. If you want results, you're going to have to change up how you do things. If you want to meet your goals, you're going to have to change up how you do things. See, discomfort doesn't mean that it's stopping. It means that you need to make a shift into something new. The old way of the way that you used to do things is going to get you the old results. And so if you want new results, then that means that you're going to have to do something new. Daily dying takes daily discipline. There's that word again, the big D, discipline. You're going to have to discipline yourself. It means when someone disrespects you, you don't go off on them, you don't blow up on them. You're going to have to take discipline on how you respond. It means when you're feeling insecure, like you don't shrink back when you know that you belong at the table. Hell, pull a chair up to the table. Make room for you to be at the table, not sitting on the sideline. It means that when you're tired, you don't quit. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Like you used to. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, it's too much. No, keep going. You're doing something right. The old version of you will try to resurrect itself. You're not Lazarus, okay? Stay dead. Stay dead, okay? Do it daily. Do it daily. So who is wasting time right out here in these streets? Who's wasting time if you're not getting a return on your investment? Where is your ROI? What are you investing in? And whatever you're investing in is what you're going to get your return on. So if I'm investing in a lot of social media, then that's where I'm going to get my return in. Just knowing just oblivious information from social media. Oh, did you see that video? Did you see that? Like, do you know, like, for real? Like, all the latest TikTok moves. Somebody's been watching way too much TikTok. But if I do get a TikTok account, I want you to watch mine, okay? So then you can waste it all day long. Just kidding. So when you have patience and when you have kindness, when you have self-control, when there's humility there, those are signs of dying daily. Those are signs of it, right? So, like, I might not want to hurry up. I want to be next. I want to get through line. I'm not going to talk about, like, certain people or anything like that because I don't do that. However, right, like, if you're in line and someone cuts in line, then it's like you're not being patient, right? Like, wait your turn. Wait your turn. Like, there's a process to this thing. Right? So when your old temper wants to show up and your old temper wants to flare up and you just want to randomly just start going off on people, you need to die to that. When the old securities start whispering in your ear that you're not good enough, that you're ugly and you're too loud, or you're too skinny, or you're not tall enough and you're not smart enough and your grades aren't right, you're gonna have to die. You gotta kill it off right then and there. And when the laziness comes about and it begins to call your name, you don't have to do that right now. You could do something else. You can go out with your friends instead of studying. You can go out with your friends and, instead of doing the project that you're supposed to do that's due tomorrow. You can, go take that trip when you know that you have bills that are due and I'll deal with it when I get back. Or you can take that trip and you spend up that credit card, but you want to be financially sound and debt free. You're going to have to die. And what are you going to say when it comes around? Because it's coming. It's coming. It's not going anywhere because it's called life. And what are you going to align yourself with? See, the new you is going to require new habits. Going to require a new way of moving. It's going to require a new way of thinking. It's going to require that. And that's dying to yourself. What does the word say about me? If you are a person of the way, I'm going to use the scripture right there because that's what they used to say. They weren't called Christians yet, but they were called people of the way. And so if you are a believer, right, in Jesus Christ, then what does it say about you? If you know what the Lord says about you and you truly believe it and you have eaten the word, you're going to start moving differently. You're going to be willing to die to your flesh because our flesh just wants to gratify itself. Like it just wants to do what it wants to do, right? Because we were born into sin. And so with that, our sinful nature is always present. The flesh is weak, right? But the spirit is willing. So if I'm feeding myself, right? Because whatever you're investing in, if I'm investing in my flesh, then guess what? My flesh is going to rise up. I'm going to be calling people out their name. I'm going to be, almost about to run people over so I can get about 2 points, whatever. I'm going to be stealing, cheating, like committing adultery. I'm going to be like telling my boss off. I'm going to be doing all of these things because my flesh wants the gratification, but it does not want to die. But if I feed my spirit, then it's going to operate in the things of God, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, self-control, right? Humility, all those things that we said. It's going to operate there. And that means that I'm going to have to die to this person that I created. If I want results, then I'm going to have to do new things to get new results because I'm looking for something new. So we like to get into the new year and be like, new things are springing forth. New things are springing forth. I can't even think. There's a song in my head, but I can't get it out. But anyway, so that's why I was dancing. But these new things that are springing forth, it ain't springing forth if you were not changing up anything. So you can sing the song all day long and not get anything in return. And you're like, what happened? A whole year went by and nothing changed. Yes, nothing changed because you didn't change up the behavior. You didn't change up the results. So I want you to, it's kind of like a paradigm here. When Jesus called Lazarus forward, right? He resurrected, like he came forward because it just like wasn't his time. But what I'm saying is like, you're not Lazarus. This is like when the thing is calling you, like your flesh, to rise up. No, stay dead. Stay dead. And that's what I mean by that. Die to it. It can happen if you are willing to do it. So it's going to be uncomfortable. So get uncomfortable. But guess what? If it's uncomfortable, it's working. You're doing it right. So I want you to keep at it. I want you to keep going at this every single day. And this is how leaders are made. They are not born. And this is how our organizations change. This is how our families grow. And this is how our communities change. So we're out of time. Do know that leading is teachable. I want you to visit our website at www.4mosaic.com for more information. I'm waiting and willing, and I'm here to help you through to get to your ROI. I love you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Peace.